Hey guys, it's Chris for AF Golf Store. Today we are at the incredible Beaudesert Golf Club and I'm joined with Cobra and Puma's James Stafford. We are going to be looking at some Cobra product and specifically what's in James's bag for the 2024 season. Remember, if you like our channel, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so kicking off with driver, what we got in the bag?
So I'm using Dark Speed LS, got it in 8 degrees. I've got a bit of a high ball flight, so it's one of those that I try and flight it down with this. Yeah, really low flight on it, so that's what I'm trying to go for. Obviously we've got 3 different models, so we've got LS, X and Max, so we've hopefully got something that suits every sort of level of golfer. This is just what I use. I spin the ball up. It's knocked the spin off my golf ball perfectly this year, which is ideal. We've got weights in the front and in the back of the head on the LS model, which helps obviously manipulate ball flight, manipulate spin, which our fitters are seeing quite a lot of success with.
Yeah, mass market, what would you look at?
Mass market, we're probably looking more towards X. Obviously there's a big call in, we're talking about speed as a brand this year, but there's obviously a big call in around sort of forgiveness. We've seen a lot of success with our Max driver, which is sort of like just over 9,000 sort of MOI points. So it's really forgiving, but we're not feeling like we're reducing ball speed off that as well.
Of course, yeah. And I would say that's feedback that we've had from our fitting studio as well. The speed element has been incredible. I've seen a lot of speed coming off this, and I think customers have been really impressed that those that are looking for extra yardage but not at the expense of dispersion, they're getting that.
Which is perfect, which is exactly what we're going for. Like our brand motto through Puma is obviously forever faster, so we're trying to be the fastest out there.
Absolutely.
And like our driver name, Dark Speed, it's all about speed this year.
Perfect. Okay, and shaft?
So shaft, I've got something quite bespoke. So it's a hazardous smoke, it's a Hulk shaft. So it's what's worked for me. I've used it for a couple of years now, so it's like it's really sort of not been able to get it out of the bag, being honest.
So if I'm an average golfer, are they going to have access to something like that?
Absolutely, yeah. There's obviously a bit of an upcharge for it, but yeah, of course there's access to anything like that. So we offer a pretty wide range, which you guys in store can custom fit.
So that's your upcharge shaft. What about stock shaft?
So stock shafts for us this year, we've focused on Link, which is like a UST shaft. We've got a white, blue and red options which offer different launches. Okay. So the white is sort of our low launch, low spin shaft. Blue is sort of mid, and then red is high and high.
Okay, and would you put a lightness to the colour of the head as well? So they've all got a slight accent of those 3 colours on the head.
Well noticed, done on purpose. So it's obviously to make it easier for fitters and retailers as well, how they match up.
And then they can mix and match as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Perfect. Right, let's head off to shot 2 and then we'll come back and look at the next part of the bag. Okay, so what are we playing in the irons department?
So I'm using Forge Tech. Okay. So in our Forge range, we're 3-year cycles on our product. So this is into its 3rd year of its life cycle.
Been successful?
Really successful. Like as a sort of hollow-headed iron, it's changed the game for us really. We sort of continue with this generation time after time, and it's just such a strong product for us.
Okay, and what about game improvement? So obviously you've had Dark Speed come out this year. How popular has that been?
So it's been really popular. Like again, we changed to a hollow-headed construction on Dark Speed as well, which has really sort of like mixed it up for us, and we've seen masses in like ball speed improvements. So the ball speed off the Dark Speed iron is so quick now. But what we did change is we weakened the lofts on this range versus Aerojet, so we actually saw an improvement in launch as well. Yeah. So which has really helped. The fitting team have just raved about it.
Yeah, I mean we talked off camera and it was referred to as a cheat stick. I mean this thing goes.
Yeah, well I think that's testament to like Fowler putting it in the bag in the Scottish Open and the Open recently in a longer club, just as something for him. Okay, it was off the tee for him, but you just saw the ball speed jump up in that sort of department.
I mean we've seen average golfers coming in with gains of 10 to 20 yards on a 7
amazing,
which may not be for everybody if you're a golfer that's really comfortable with your distances, but if you're a guy that's maybe struggling with the off-centre strikes, to be able to kind of keep those ball speeds up, get that distance, then what difference an iron like that's going to make.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you flip to the other side of it where we've got like MBCB, and then we've got our King Tour irons. Oh, which you're using, Chris? Yeah.
Yeah, so not very well.
Oh, I don't think so.
But yeah, fantastic looking irons.
So we've got something hopefully in our range that suits every level of golfer and every type of ball striker as well.
Perfect. Okay, right, let's get on to the wedges. Okay, so wedges. So we've gone through drivers and irons, we're on to the wedges, the most important in my opinion. What are we looking like as an offering?
So basically, yeah, we've got what's called our snake bite range. So we have a couple of different options in heads. So we have snake bite and then like SBX, which is snake bite X. So that's more of like a cavity back style wedge. What I'm using today is I've got our raw wedge. So it's snake bite. We offer it in 3 different finishes. So we offer raw through custom only. We've got a chrome finish and then a black finish.
Okay.
How it drip feeds through the wedges as well is we've got like 48 through to 60, but from 56 through to 60, it's full grooves across the face.
Okay, yes. Yeah, and what about grind options? So this is obviously something that's looked at so much now with wedges, and your average golfer is so more in tune with this. They're looking at, well, what grind can I get to help me on my particular golf course, because every course is different. We're filming this on the back of the Open, so firm ground, firm conditions, through to your lush courses. So what are you looking like in your grind offerings?
So we offer 3 different grind offerings. We've got versatile, we've got wide, low and classic. So versatile is obviously the one that sits in the middle, gives the most versatility. We've got wide, the one that would sit flattest to the floor, and then we've got classic, which is probably a bit more of your digger.
Okay, so last week we would have been seeing the more versatile wedge come into play around the Open.
Probably, yeah. You might have seen like some footage on Instagram where I think Fowler built a wedge as well, so he would have probably maybe been shaving it off a little bit just to have like a bit of a one that would sit a bit flatter to the floor, but pretty much versatile is where we would have seen most of our guys use it.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk putters. So this year you've got 2 offerings. You've got the 3D and the vintage.
We have, yeah.
So
basically, yeah, we offer a 3D printed range that allows us to be able to manipulate weight a lot more. Vintage is obviously a takedown of that, so that is more classic in terms of the way it's built. Both offerings, we have face technology on both, which is DLT, so it's descending loft technology. It's an LA Golf technology.
Yep.
That we use. So obviously it goes down the face sort of 4-3-2-1 in loft, and that allows obviously miss hits to make it more forgiving on miss hits, basically.
A purer roll.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And then what one are you playing?
I'm using the Agera RS. So we had like a bigger Agera model. The RS is sort of like our sportier, slightly smaller model. It's been quite popular for us this year. Just
3D printed.
3D printed this one, yeah. So just for ultimate forgiveness. The big change in 3D printed for us in this lineup is we've been able to manipulate weight. So we've actually added sort of weight ports where we can change weights in there, which allows us to make it a lot more custom fitted.
Yeah, I think one thing that I really like is the designs on them. They really stand out, and when we have them on the shelves in store, your eyes kind of gravitate straight towards these designs. And if you kind of look at this model, I mean, what a class looking design. Really like the fact that it comes with a black shaft as well. Is that a custom option?
That is a custom option for us, yeah. So that's something that we've popped in there. So this is just a KBS sort of blacked out shaft. We use KBS shafts, but obviously we've got a blacked out option through custom.
Okay, but that's a good story. At least it's not just straight off the shelf. You can get fitted and then customise, personalise it to what you want as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, well there we go, guys. That's what's in the bag with James Stafford. If you're looking to have a Cobra custom fitting, you can do so in any one of our AF Golf stores. They're completely free, so get yourself booked in, www.afgolfstore.co.uk.